Um, Before I start, I want to give all honors and glories and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Waha, Wakachodash, Yahweh, which is the one true name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, but his only true name is Yahweh Shai. Giving double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, because those are the men who I've learned this truth from through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. Peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect, and shalom to you sincere brothers scattered abroad, pushing forth this word in truth and sincerity. I am the brother Mashiach, Irazakah, from the Servants of Yahweh Yahweh Shai Camp, Las Vegas, Nevada Camp. And pretty much in this lesson, it's going to be titled as Israelites are not only negroid descent. Yes, Israelites are not only negroid descent. You have other Israelite groups or other Israelite individuals. They believe that Israelites can only be negroid descent, which that's inaccurate according to the scriptures. That's inaccurate because the Israelites, who are you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Yes, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth due to the Atlantic slave trade. Yes, Native Americans was put on cargo slave ships as well. They were put into slavery. There's a thing called Native American slave trade. Look it up. The so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians were in slavery to these 17 heathen nations, right? Which the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel consists of you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Number 2 on down to 18, the Israelites, the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, are scattered amongst these 17 heathen nations. Number 2 on down. And you had the Israelite men from Judah all the way down to Issachar that slept with the women of number 2 all the way down. So you have men, so-called Negroes, West Indies, Haitians, Dominicans, Guatemalans, Panamanians, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, North American Indians, Seminole Indians, right? The Argentinians, the Chileans, right? The Colombians, the Uruguayans, and the Mexicans. Men slept with women of number 2 all the way down to verse 18 and had kids by these men here. So these men here slept with these women here from number 2 on down and had kids with them. And them children, regardless if they come out blonde hair, blue eyes, freckles, whatever type they look on the outside, they are an Israelite still. Why? Because they descend from Judah all the way down to Issachar. Their father is of the seed line of an Israelite, of a so-called Negro, Hispanic, Native American Indian. It doesn't matter what the child look like. You know, it doesn't matter what the child looks like. And we're going to get into the scriptures, and we're going to hopefully give people the understanding when it comes to the scriptures, because you got people that are, pretty much lying, saying that we are letting white people in the camps. And those people who you see as looking white, their father is of a so-called Negro on down to Hispanic. So they may look like a so-called white person because their mother is white, but their father is a Negro on down to Issachar. I had a friend, and Salakia for the ramble, let me get to the scriptures. I had a friend, his father was Issachar here. As you see, as Mexican, his father was Mexican, and his mother was white. So when he was born, he wound up taking up more of the features of his mother. He came out looking like his mother. He had blonde hair, blue eyes, freckles, and all that, and could speak fluent Spanish. But his mother was white, and his father was Hispanic. So you have Israelites that look like these nations here. They may look like number 2, number 3, number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way down to 18. They may look like these people, but their father is of this seed line. Their father is a Negro all the way down to Hispanic, can be of this seed line here. So it doesn't matter. You got individuals saying, oh, your mother and father have to be both Israelites. That's incorrect. Because in that case, what about Rehoboam? Rehoboam's mother was a Japanese woman. She was an Ammonitess, and her name was Nama. Look it up. Anybody don't believe me, look it up. King Solomon's son was Rehoboam, which his father was of the tribe of Judah, but Rehoboam's mother was a Japanese woman. And what is a Japanese woman today? Let's look on this list. As you can see right here, an Ammonite, an Ammon. You see that? Which is Amawan, which is what? Japanese. So, yes, you got Israelites. All right, you had Israelites, right? Their mother was of the other nations. They still was an Israelite because of the seed line of their father. Let's get out Numbers 1 and 18 because I'm rambling too much. Numbers 1 and 18. And it says, and they assembled all the congregations together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees. You see that? Pedigrees there. Salakia. Pedigrees. You seen that? Of a lineage who you descend from. And I'm going to go here because Google shuts my mic off when I go on regular Google. So when we go into the meaning of that word pedigrees,
pedigree,
the record of descent of an animal, right, showing it to be a purebred. That's not it. Verse 2, number 2, it says record, right, the record ancestry, especially upper class ancestry of a person or family. See, a person who you descend from, right?
ancestry,
One's family or ethnic descent.
descent,
Descent. It says the origin or background of a person in term of family or nationality. You see? So it's a person who you descend from. Your nationality of knowing who you are is according to the seed line of your father. Your nationality is determined from the seed line of your father. It doesn't matter where your mother is. Because in that case, Rehoboam, he reigned in Jerusalem after his father's stead. Didn't he? Rehoboam reigned after his father's stead. He took on the throne after Solomon. Rehoboam did. Rehoboam's mother was an Ammonitess. And he ruled Jerusalem. Yes, Rehoboam. His mother was not an Israelite. His mother was a heathen. His mother was not an Israelite. His mother was an Ammonite. Numbers 1 and 18. And they assembled all their congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees. See? Their pedigrees after their families by the houses of your fathers. So your nationality is determined from the seed line of your father, according to the Bible. It doesn't matter where your mother is. If your mother is black and your father is a so-called Native American Indian, you're a Native American Indian. You're of the tribe of Gad, according to the scriptures. Just like me. My mother is not the same, Salakia. My mother is not the same as my father. My father is a so-called Native American Indian, which is what? Of the tribe of Gad. My mother is a so-called Liberian African, which I believe she's an Israelite. I believe she's of the tribe of Judah. She believes she's of the tribe of Judah. My mother is a Liberian. She is not a she's different nationality from my father. So according to the scriptures, if my father's a Native American Indian and my mother is a Liberian African, I'm a Gadite according to the scriptures. So that's how it is. I'm using myself as an example. And if anybody come up here calling me an Oreo and all that, you are a demon, you fucking bugged out, and the Lord's gonna kill your ass. Simple as that. Yes, he gonna fucking kill you. And Salakarayam on you. Because you cannot go off of the outward appearance. The scriptures say that. Numbers 1 and 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees by the houses of their fathers. So your nationality is determined from the seed line of your father. Because you got these bugged out Yahuwah motherfuckers. Yeah, excuse my French. They come on here, they come on my comment board, they call me Oreo, or they call the brothers names. You're not an Israelite, A1B1A. You are a fucking bugged out ass demon, and the Lord gonna fucking kill your ass. Because in that case, what about individuals today? You got so-called Negro men that have kids with white women. Their kids may come out with blonde hair, blue eyes, but that doesn't mean that they're not an Israelite. They are an Israelite. Their father is of the seed line of Judah. They are an Israelite, according to the scriptures. Numbers 1 and 18 determines your nationality. It says, by the houses of their fathers, according to the number of their names, right, of the names, from 20 years old and upward by their polls. So your nationality is determined from the seed line of your father. Who else can we use that example? Let's talk about Moses. Moses' son, who's Gershom, his mother was a Cushite. She wasn't an Israelite. She was of the line of Cush, right? Yeah, Gershom. Gershom's mother, she was a Cushite. She was of the line of Cush. All right? She was of the line of Cush. She was not an Israelite, right? But what? Moses was an Israelite, but Moses' wife was not an Israelite. She was a Cushite. Zephra was a Cushite. She was of the line of Cush. She was not an Israelite, which is an Ethiopian today. If she was the one on the earth, she'll be titled as an Ethiopian. Yes, Moses' wife was a Cushite. So you had Israelite men that popped women of these nations, number 2 all the way down to 18, and had kids with them. And those women gave them children. And those children, to this day, are what? Are considered what? They are considered Israelites. As you can see, they are considered Israelites, man. They are considered Israelites. They are considered Israelites. They are considered Israelites, as you can see right here, man. It says, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the houses of their fathers, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and upward by their polls. So your nationality is determined from the seed line of your father, because we discontinued from our heritage, right? The Lord discontinued us from our heritage. Isaiah 17:4, and thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I have gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies, right, in a land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. And this was a curse that was put upon us for breaking the law, statutes, and commandments. We broke the old covenant. That word covenant goes into treaty, an oath, right? We swore an oath with the Heavenly Father that we wouldn't break his laws. And we broke his laws. We broke the old covenant. So then the Lord, he discontinued us from our heritage. So you got Israelites that scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, right? Deuteronomy 28:64. Deuteronomy 28:64. So you can't just look at a person and just say, oh, he's not an Israelite, he's a heathen. You can't do that. The scriptures say, right? The scriptures say what? The Spirit beareth witness, not the outward appearance. The Spirit beareth witness. Deuteronomy 28:64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, right? It says, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other, right? And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. So you see, we're scattered from one end of the earth even unto the other. We are scattered. We're scattered from one end of the earth even unto the other. We're scattered. All right, we are scattered. Yes, we are scattered. We are scattered amongst these people here. We're scattered among these individuals here. Number 2 on down. Number 2 on down is ruling over us today. We're scattered among these people. The Israelites, the 12 tribes, are scattered among these people here. See? So let's get another precept. So again, we are scattered amongst the 17 heathen nations. This is why the scriptures say, the scriptures tells us, and actually I want to get that right here, right? Which would be bear witness, right? Let me see if I can get it here. The Spirit, let me see, Spirit bear witness. Oops, that's why it didn't work. It's like it. Here it is right here. You see that? Oh no, this ain't it. Nope. Let me see. I'll come back because it's not giving me to me. Let's go back. Right? The Spirit bear witness. Let's get that. Yep, Romans 8:16. I couldn't think about it at the time, so let's get it. Romans 8:16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit. See, the Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit. The Spirit beareth witness, not the outward appearance. It says, with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. See, so the Spirit beareth witness. The Lord looketh on the spirit, not the outward appearance. Right? Like the scriptures say in 1 Samuel. This is what a lot of individuals be getting they be getting confused with. They don't understand that the Spirit itself bear witness. You cannot go on the outward appearance and to say this person is not an Israelite. Oh, this person is not an Israelite. He got white hair. He got blonde hair. He got blue eyes. He got freckles. He's pale skinned. He's an Edomite. No. You have to go by the Spirit. The Spirit bear witness. This is what the Lord said unto Samuel. 1 Samuel 16:7. But the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as men seeth, for men looketh on the outward appearance. You see, but the Lord looketh on the heart, meaning the mind, the spirit. The Spirit bear witness. Let's read it again. It says, but the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance nor the height of his stature. It doesn't matter how buff an individual is. It doesn't matter how frail an individual is. It doesn't matter if an individual has a six-pack and one has a fat belly. That doesn't mean that person's not an Israelite. It doesn't matter about the hair color, the shape of the nose, or his nose is too pointy, his nose is too big, it's too long, it's too short. His lips is small, his lips is big, his ears is big, his ears are small. What else? Oh, he got acne on his face, he's not an Israelite. Just this dumb shit. Oh, he got red hair, he's not an Israelite. He's a brunette, he ain't an Israelite. No, the Spirit beareth witness. You cannot judge on the outward appearance. It says, or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as men seeth. All you Yahuwah people, or you people in general that say your mother and your father got to be an Israelite for you to be an Israelite, is totally fucking wrong. Because you got those men, again, you had the Israelite men, Judah on down, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. They are scattered abroad. They are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Literally, they are literally scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And those Israelite men that slept with women, those heathen women that's not of Israelite descent, they slept with those women, and those women buried them children. Those children, regardless if you believe it or not, it's in the scriptures. You proved in Numbers 1:18. That word pedigrees goes into lineage, who you descend from. Those children are Israelites. If their father is a so-called Negro, Hispanic, Native American Indian, those children are Israelites. It doesn't matter if your mom is Japanese. If you are a person, your mother is Japanese and your father is a so-called Negro, you are of the line of Judah, according to the scriptures. Yes, you are an Israelite. If your mother is a Hamite, a so-called Hamite, right, and your father is a Native American Indian, you are considered an Israelite according to the scriptures. It does not matter about the mother. It don't matter about that. Because in that case, what about Moses? What about Joseph, the one that became governor of Egypt? His woman bared him Manasseh and Ephraim, and his woman was an Egyptian. She was a Hamite. Joseph's wife was a Hamite. Yes, the woman that bared him, gave him children. She gave him Gershom. She gave him Ephraim and Manasseh. She wasn't an Israelite. She was a heathen. So at the end of the day, you cannot say that a person's not an Israelite because their mother not an Israelite. You got prophets in the scriptures you can read about that had mothers that were of the other nations. Moses was one. Joseph was another one, right? Who else we could look at? Moses, Joseph, Solomon, right? So you have men, right? Israelite men that had women that were of the other nations and had children with those women. And those children are Israelites. Those children are Israelites. So that's why the scriptures say, for men looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart. The Lord looketh on the spirit. The spirit beareth witness. How do we know who's an Israelite or not? It's mainly through faith. It's mainly through faith. The Lord discontinued us from our heritage. It's mainly through faith. We don't know exactly of what tribe we actually are of, but it's mainly through faith. And if that's not enough for you, then you are too fucking carnal. You are too natural. You are a natural man and you cannot receive the understanding. The Lord's not dealing with you because it's simple. We're scattered amongst the 17 heathen nations, man. You got Israelites in Vietnam. Yes, you had Israelite men that went to Vietnam in the Vietnam time of the Vietnam War and slept with those women and popped those women. Those women got pregnant by those Negro men. Those are Israelites over there. Yeah, you got Israelites in Vietnam right now. And if you've seen I think it's a movie called The Five Blood Brothers, starring that individual who played Black Panther. He's dead now, but he died from cancer. He's in that movie. And one of his friends in that movie, I think it's called The Five Blood. It's a Vietnam movie going back in time in Vietnam, and they reunite and stuff in the present time, but they have flashbacks of going back in the time of Vietnam. And one of their buddies had a woman that was a Vietnamese woman, and he had a daughter in Vietnam. He had a daughter. Yeah, the woman that he slept with was Vietnamese. And his daughter, you can see her daughter. She had olive tone. Her hair was colored. She was still an Israelite. She was an Israelite. That's a perfect example. You watch that movie. So that's a perfect example there. So you can't say this person is not an Israelite because of their skin tone, or this person is not an Israelite because their mother is of a different nation. It don't matter about that. If your mother can be of any nation. If your father is of the seed line of a so-called Negro, Hispanic, or Native American Indian, that person is an Israelite. If your father is of the seed line of a so-called Negro, Hispanic, Native American Indian, you are an Israelite. It doesn't matter about what your mom is. It don't matter about that. The woman carries the seed of the man. The woman carries the seed of that man. All right, so hey, I'm not gonna keep this long. It's simple. I just wanted to do a quick hit, get something in. Israelites are not only negroid descent. Israelites are not only negroid descent. And to give a bonus, I'll give a bonus. Let's look at some Israelites for an example. Let's look at some Israelites, because I ain't did that in a while. Let's look at Blake Griffin. The elders mention him all the time. We're going to look at his parents. Now, Blake Griffin, if you look at Blake Griffin, you think he's a white boy. You'll literally think Blake Griffin is a white boy. Literally. Look at Blake Griffin. He's like a total white dude, right? But he's not white. He's not an Edomite. Now, his mom's an Edomite, but Blake Griffin's daddy is a Haitian. And what's a Haitian according to the scriptures? Let's go back on that. What is a Haitian according to the Bible? All right? What is a Haitian according to the Bible? A Haitian is of the tribe of Levi. That's a Haitian. A Haitian is of the tribe of Levi. That's what Moses was. Moses, if he was doing on the earth today, he'll be titled as a Haitian. The Haitians is of the tribe of Levi. So Blake Griffin, he's an Israelite. Yeah, Blake Griffin. Look how dark his dad is. His dad's dark, right? But if you came across Blake Griffin, you'll think he's a white boy. He's not white. He's an Israelite. So you got Israelites out there, and this is why I say as a perfect example, you have Israelites out there that their parent is white, and they daddy is of a so-called Negro, Hispanic, Native American. Yes, you got Israelites out there that look like that. You got Israelites that look like Blake Griffin, right? Now look at Blake Griffin's son. Now we know that his father is a Haitian, right? So that makes Blake Griffin a Haitian. Now I'm gonna show you his son. Let's show you Blake Griffin's son. Blake Griffin's son got blonde hair. Yeah, his son got blonde hair. Look, this is Blake Griffin's son. I'm gonna show you him. Look at Blake Griffin's son. Now, we know that Blake Griffin, looking at his father's a Haitian, right? Is a dark-skinned guy, a Haitian, which is a tribe of Levi. Now you look at Blake Griffin, you see that? And then you look at his son. His son got blonde hair. So that lets you know right then and there, that Blake Griffin's son is an Israelite. It goes all the way back. You see that? So you have Israelites that look like Blake Griffin's son. This is why you don't look on the outward appearance and say this person is not an Israelite, because you don't know who his grandfather is. This you can have a Jake that would come to you looking like this. You call him an Edomite, and he's telling you my father is a so-called Negro, or my father's a Haitian. Oh no, you're not. You got blonde hair, blue eyes, and he pulls out a picture of his dad's parents. Let's go back to Blake Griffin, and he'll pull this picture out, and he'll show you. He'll show you a picture of his dad. And you'll see his mom and dad. Look, you'll see his mom and dad, and then you're gonna be looking stupid. Oh shoot, that's his dad. Oh shoot, his dad is a Haitian. Yeah, a Haitian is an Israelite. Blake Griffin is Israelite. Blake Griffin's son is Israelite. So this is why we don't judge on the outward appearance. I had to give an example out. So again, you cannot say, oh, this person's a white, he's an Edomite. Nope, because his father's father, or his father's father can be of this seed line here. And I've ran into individuals like that. They may look like Blake Griffin on the outside, but then their father can be a so-called Hispanic, right? They got blonde hair, blue eyes, and their father can be a Hispanic, or their father can be Naphtali or a Reuben, a Seminole Indian, or a Cuban, or a Puerto Rican, right? Or a Dominican, or a West Indian. Could be West Indian is a Jamaican. Could be a Jamaican. Because the Jamaicans are the tribe of Benjamin today. That's who the tribe of Benjamins are. They're the Jamaicans. So hey man, I ain't trying to hold this thing long. I just had to do a lesson on this. Yes, your nationality is determined from the seed line of your father. It does not matter about what your mother is. That's why I use Blake Griffin as an example. Because you got Israelites that's like Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin looks like a white dude, man. He does not look like, if you look at Blake Griffin, you would think he's a white boy. He's not a white boy though. He's a Haitian. Look at his dad. His dad's a Haitian. Blake Griffin's father is a Haitian. So Blake Griffin, he's an Israelite. So hey man, Lord willing, that's one's edifying. Till next time I say,